my friend, Mr. Green from Texas, for 5 minutes for questioning.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I thank the committee for allowing me to participate as an interloper today. And Mr. Hoffman, I believe you indicated that the CBP is in its 99th year of existence.
So CBP is actually in its 20th year existence. The U.S. Border Patrol, one of the legacy agencies, is in its 99th year's existence.
Well, I want to just say thank you to all of the persons who do this work. I know it's not easy. In my old age, I'm starting to see both sides of things more and more. Just celebrated my 25th birthday for the third time. And there's some people who live on our side of this border who are suffering too. Just mentioned communities. They're suffering too. We need to do something about that. We need to do something about the people who are hungry, need to be fed. When I was thirsty, you gave me water. When I needed shelter, clothing, you gave me clothing. Somewhere around Matthew 25. It's a difficult problem. There is no real simple solution. There really isn't. If the solution were really simple, it would have been solved. There are better minds than have been here and had the opportunity. Mr. Nunez Neto, is that correct? Sir, you said that the conditions driving the migrants still exist. Could you just quickly articulate some of those conditions, please?
Sure. We have seen over the last 2 years, at times, surges in migration from Cuba, Venezuela, Nicaragua. Those are countries with failing regimes and devastated economies that we have difficulties removing people to. That is still the case. We have at times seen surges in migration of Haitian nationals. Haiti is obviously a place that is in the middle of a humanitarian crisis, and we have seen economies failing throughout Latin America, leading to the movement of countries to our border that we have not historically seen, and that includes countries like Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, as well as some others.
Thank you. I heard someone say not so very long ago that the whole country's become the border now, that it's not just at the south where you make your entry. And when you think about that, we all have to share the burden. My governor has been putting people on buses and he just sends them. I don't approve of the way he's doing it, but I do think that giving people other places to migrate to other than just right at the border is not a bad idea. I think that we ought to try to work together to implement an idea. Why not call and say, we have some people here, one governor to another. We have some people, can you help us? The federal government steps in and says, we're going to help by providing some additional resources. At some point, we will have to work together to resolve this. It's just not going to be resolved with simple sound bites. So I'm hoping that we can do so. Now, I want to just say this. I find Mr. Mayorkas to be a good, decent man. He has a tough job, just as you have a tough job, Mr. Huffman, just as you do. We all have tough jobs. I found him to be a good, decent man. He's working with a broken system that we have not fixed, to borrow some Texas terminology. And what do you do when you have the system that we've neglected? So I thank you. I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman. I thank you. I yield back.
Gentleman yields. My colleague and friend from Texas, Representative Pfluger.